Yo, what is up, AD team? Austin Dunn, I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you my experience and the truth about looks, money, and status. Looks, money, status is a triad that is talked about quite a bit around the dating community, Reddit pill space, and overall, just attracting women in general. It always comes back down to those three pillars, looks, money, status, because that is said, those three things are the main things that attract women. And you know, to some degree, I definitely agree with that too. We're not gonna talk about game in this video, but we're gonna focus on looks, money, status, and how me transforming my looks, transforming my money and financial status, and my overall status over the past 3 years has allowed me to experience more. I'm gonna give you some perspective, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first, I wanna talk about some misconceptions regarding looks, money, status. And the first one is, if you have all these things, you will never get rejected. That is obviously not true. If anything, I've showed quite a bit of my rejections here on this channel and definitely on my Patreon. So without a doubt, even if you have all this stuff in order, you're still gonna get rejected. It doesn't matter who you are, all right? Common misconception. And misconception number two is that there is one that is more important than the other. There's always a debate around something like, oh, which one is more important, looks? Which one is more important, money? Which one is more important, status? You'll notice the person who says looks is more important is the guy who probably doesn't look well, or the guy who probably looks attractive, and that's his dating strategy by using looks. The guy who says status is more important probably has more experiences being in an environment where status is more important. Example, Miami. Or for whatever reason, their dating strategy uses status in order to attract women. Now, whether or not you want to think which one is more important, I think that all of them are equally as important. But like I said, I can only speak from my experience, and my experience will start off number one with looks. So starting off with looks, this is something that I've definitely have improved over the past 3 years. And when I say looks, I'm also talking about your body too. Working out and getting your body right, using body game as a part of that. But not only body, but of course your face too. So the biggest thing I noticed with looks is that sex appeal is absolutely key. Even if you don't have the best amount of looks objectively, as long as you have some sort of sex appeal, some girls will be into you. And I've already talked about how to increase your sex appeal many times. So definitely be sure to reference those videos. Now, also with looks, it's I would say in my life, the number one thing that has improved my dating success and my experience. Because you gotta think about my personal dating strategy, it's more based on looks. So I use dating apps for the most part, and online game and stuff like that, that's gonna go more based on your looks. I really don't lead with my lifestyle, I don't lead with my status, and I definitely don't lead with my money. I showed plenty of examples of that when I had the C8 Corvette. I've never gotten girls based on my material items that I've had. Also, another thing about looks I've noticed is that looks equals true, genuine, burning desire, in my opinion. So genuine burning desire is something that is, you know, talked about through Rollo Tomasi, shout out to him in the Reddit pill space. And that means like just pure raw physical attraction. And I don't mess with girls who don't have that genuine burning desire. And I've learned that it's all comes down to looks. Like the girl's not physically attracted to you off bat, then there simply is no raw, genuine burning desire. You can have the greatest personality in the world, you can have all the money in the world, she'll probably use you for your money and act like she's interested, but in my opinion, there's no actually true raw attraction there. Now the last thing about looks is, like I said, no matter how attractive you get, you're still not gonna be everyone's type. That's one thing you gotta keep in mind, is that just like you, a lot of women also have preferences. A lot of women don't like white guys. A lot of women don't like black guys. A lot of women don't like short guys. A lot of women don't like tall guys. You know what I mean? So your job is to, once you have increased your looks, to seek out the woman who go after your certain avatar and have a preference for your sort of look. And I've mastered seeking out women who are into my type of look. Like I can seek them out physically, in person, and also on dating apps, social media. I've mastered it. So now when it came to increasing my looks, I of course went to the gym. I used minoxidil to grow a beard. And one thing I forgot to mention is that I actually started a skincare routine. Now, the first skincare routine I started off with, and I kid you not, this is absolutely true, was tea channeling 3 years ago. It was kind of my kickstart and foundation into discovering the world of skincare and how a skincare routine can actually make you more attractive, especially if you have acne prone skin or your skin looks dull, not bright, stuff like that. And guys, Tea Channeling is a sponsor of this video, and I'm proud to say that because I truly believe it will help you increase your looks over time, especially if you don't have a skincare routine. and if you're just using bar soap and or water to still cleanse your face. So guys, with the Teach Heavenly skincare routine system, you're gonna get a face wash cleanser, you're gonna get some serums that's gonna help you be even more attractive, the super serum and the eye serum, alongside with the moisturizers for AM and PM. And then from there, you are done. As simple as that. You're gonna do that a few times a day, every single day without fail. And I promise you, your skin's gonna make a transformation for the better. Now, not only that, you're gonna exfoliate your skin twice a week with a scrub, which helps remove dead skin cells and helps reveal a brighter complexion. Now, they have a whole list of skincare products, including body products, to add to your skin regimen. But right here, right now, you can get your first Teach Heavenly box for 30% off alongside with a free gift. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this deal. It's going to make a big difference when it comes to your looks, and it definitely has made a big difference when it came to mine. So click the link down below in the description to get the deal. Now we talked about looks, let's move on to money. Next up, let's talk about money. Now, like I said, looks has made the biggest impact in my dating life, but you cannot neglect the importance of being financially stable and or having an excess amount of money and how that will improve your dating life. So the first thing I've noticed with money is that it can actually help increase your looks and your status. So they're all kind of connected. If you have more money, you are able to afford the clothes, able to do these processes that are going to make you look more attractive. If you have to get surgery to look better, you can now afford these certain types of things, all because you have money. If you have money, you can provide a certain lifestyle to yourself, which will also bring status. So see how money kind of connects everything? It's kind of like the connector of the looks and the status. But also another thing I noticed about having money is that it helps with retention a ton. If you're a good looking guy and you're not in a good financial spot and or you can't provide any sort of experience with the girls you are dating, then chances are your retention is going to be a lot lower, meaning the girls aren't going to be coming back. They're not going to be so into you. They're not going to like see you as like a future provider, which could be a con too. But point is, retention is definitely higher if you have money, especially in conjunction with looks. Number two, it also provides a lifestyle that is attractive. Like I said, it kind of brings that status and that lifestyle aspect into it. If you have money and you're not the best looking guy, you can have a lifestyle and showcase that through social media and get girls through that way because they're into your lifestyle. Now, the only con with that, like I said, is that that's not necessarily genuine burning desire, in my opinion, if a girl's attracted to you based on your lifestyle and based on your money. So you do have to be careful on how you operate to avoid gold diggers. And number two, beta buxing, which means that a girl is only into you for provisioning and for support because she's at an age where she values more financial stability than looks or anything other than that. Now, the bad part about dealing with a girl who is into you for your money and or like a beta bucks type of situation is that she may or may not cheat on you on the side with the Chad or with the Tyrone, somebody she has genuine burning desire for, and like you will always question whether or not she actually is really into you. Now, another con I noticed with the financial stability and having money is that girls tend to put you more in the boyfriend box immediately, especially if you lead with your money and or showcase extravagant lifestyle with your money. They'll tend to put you in that boyfriend box. Now, depending on your dating strategy, you might not see the boyfriend box as bad, but for me, I don't want to be put in the boyfriend box because I know what comes with that. Point is, I just don't want to be in the boyfriend box. You might want to be, but that was the pros and cons when it comes to money and the truth about money when it comes from a dating perspective. Lastly, let's move on to status. All right, so when it comes to status, I definitely have grown my online status and social media status throughout the course of the past 3, 4, 5 years. And I've been in situations where that status has been shown. Like, I've been on first dates and you guys come up to me and literally take pictures with me when I'm on a first date, or maybe I'm on the 3rd or 4th date, whatever. Point is, every girl I've seen consistently and I've been out with, there's been moments where you guys have approached me, taken pictures, and it has showed some sort of status and social proof. So from my perspective, number one, status is king when it comes to high levels of status. Every now and then you'll hear people say, oh, status is king, or whatever, even more so than looks. And I do agree with that, but only at high levels. I'm talking like you're Bad Bunny, you're Drake, you're a famous rapper, you're a famous actor. At that point, status is definitely king. You can be like ugly, average type of guy, it doesn't matter. You're getting your pick of the litter, right? Because you have that status. Now, most of us guys will realistically never experience that sort of status. We can experience what I call niche status, which I have niche status within a certain category or demographic of people, or maybe some sort of low tier status. And that's the perspective that I'm gonna come from. So number one, pre-selection and a social proof is definitely an attraction trigger, especially when a girl's already into you. A girl's already into you, like from a looks perspective or even money, and now you got that status alongside to go with it. It's just gonna confirm just who you are, everything about you. She sees other girls are into you. She sees other guys wanna be like you. That's just gonna make her more attractive to you. Everybody knows that social proof and pre-selection go a long way when it comes to dating, and they'll tend to pedestalize you more. Now, alongside with the status is I've noticed girls like to show you off more. So meaning the girls I'm dating, they'll post me on their story, they'll try and tag me in their story. They'll be like, you know, they don't say it outright, but they'll be like, oh, look who I'm hanging out with, sort of deal. I've had experiences where girls, you know, secretly post me on their story and hide me from their story so that it doesn't come off like they're kind of using me for my status or whatever the case may be. But overall, a girl feels good whenever they have a guy with status because they're like, look who I'm with. I'm with a guy I can show off. Like your boyfriends, she's talking to her girlfriends right now, your boyfriends are probably following the guy I'm with, and that has happened too. So it all goes back to social proof and pre-selection. Like I said, I definitely have noticed a lot more retention too when it comes to having status like that. And just overall, like I said, women pedestalizing me even more. Now the con with status I've noticed is that girls will tend to once again hold out when it comes to like sexually with you, and that is because they want to seem different than all the other girls. So the pre-selection kind of bites you in the ass because they see, oh, all these other girls want him. He can get all these different types of girls. Let me be different and do another strategy with him. Let me make him wait until the 5th, 6th, 7th date instead of busting it open for, you know, the other guys I was with on the 1st and 2nd date. Since this guy has status, I'm gonna try to be different and make him wait. Now, girls don't realize, especially with a guy like me, that will bite you in the ass because I'm not really into that, but it's definitely a thing you gotta watch out for and something that I've noticed. It's just girls trying to be different. So people really don't realize that status, according to how much you have, it could come back and bite you in the ass. Not only with that, but also with other allegations and false allegations if you mess with the wrong chick. But overall, guys, that was my experience when it comes to looks, money, and status, and just me developing myself over the past 4 or 5 years. Those are some of the main things I definitely noticed. So let me know which one is more important to you down below in the comments. Which one are you mostly working on? Which one do you think will have the biggest impact on your dating life? Is one more important than the other, or all of them important? Let me know down below. Subscribe, like the video, check out Teach Henley 2. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.